Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new, hello, my name is Blanca Estela, and if you're not, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a loose powder. It is translucent and it's by Hard Candy. This is their Shine Free All Day loose powder, and this claims to be a 12-hour matte finish. That's why I decided to try it out, and it was $6, so it's pretty affordable. I did get it from Walmart. I don't know how new it is, but yeah, when I said that it says shine free all day, 12-hour matte finish, I was like, is it really gonna last 12 hours? We're gonna put it to the test. I haven't done my face makeup. I'm gonna do it on camera right now. I'm just gonna read to you guys what it says on the back. Oh, this is what the packaging looks like. See, 12-hour matte finish, shine free all day. So on the back it says this weightless translucent powder is suitable for all skin tones and creates a soft matte finish, extend makeup wear, modify your skin, and optimize light reflection all at once. Apply powder over face to set your look and control oil. So I tried to look it up online, and Hard Candy doesn't have it on their website. I don't know why, but I looked for it and it's not there. And then I went to Walmart website because that's where I got it from Walmart. And it is on the website, but it doesn't really give any description about it. So I'm just going to go off what it says right here on the packaging. This is a 12-hour matte finish. So we're just going to try it out. And I really love finding drugstore translucent powders that really keep me matte for a long time. The one that I've been using, like holy grail, has been the Airspun. I've been using that for the longest time. I can't remember when I started it, but I either use that one or the high-end ones that I really love are the Laura Mercier translucent powder and the Born This Way by Too Faced. I love those so much, but they are pretty expensive, so that's why I use the Airspun a lot more often. And if this one really works, then that's just going to save me a lot of more money, so I'm excited. So first I'm going to do my face makeup. For foundation today, oh, I need to prime my face. Hold up. For primer, I do have a new one. It's the Tatcha the Silk Canvas primer. I'm actually pretty excited to try this. This is probably like the most expensive primer I've ever bought, so I'm pretty excited and I have high hopes for this. I've heard really good reviews on it, so we're just gonna try it out. This is what it looks like. I'm mostly gonna add some under my eye because I do have really wrinkly lines there. I've had them forever, and yeah, I'm still looking for a primer that would actually cover those up and like fill them in. And then for foundation today, I'm going to be using my CoverGirl True Blend Matte Foundation. And I'm just going to put that all over my face. And we're just going to blend that out. To blend that out, I'm going to be using my Tarte sponge. One of my favorite sponges to blend out my makeup. I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out real quick. Okay, moving on to primer. For primer, you guys already know my Shape Tape by Tarte. I'm going to be using the shade Light Medium. And I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, nose, cupid's bow, chin. And I'm going to put it on my forehead just because I do have a wig on and it's going to get messy. So I'm just going to not put it there. And I'm going to be using the same sponge to blend that out. This is what it looks like outside of the packaging. And we're just going to go ahead and open it. And it does have a seal. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. But first I want to get the brush that I'm going to use to set my face. Damn, that is super white. Do you guys see that? It is really fine though, so I do like that about it. And it looks completely matte. Because I know some powders claim to be matte and they have like little sparkles in there, and I hate that shit. So I'm excited that it's completely matte. And then how I always set my under eye is I always get a sponge and I dip it in there, and then I just bake under my eyes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna blend this out again. So I'm just gonna dip my pure sponge into the powder, and I got some on my sponge. I'm just gonna pack that under my eye. And then I also like to bake my nose. Like that. And then while that is baking, I am going to set the rest of my face with a brush. So, hold up. That is super white. I've never tried a powder this white. Like, wow. Okay, so I'm just going to be using my Morphe Y11 to set the rest of my face. So I'm just going to dip it in there and then dab off the excess. And then just dab it on my face. Did I say how much this was? It was $6. Pretty affordable. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my forehead as well because we did add a little bit of foundation on there. And so far so good. I do like how it's making my face makeup look. It doesn't look cakey or anything. It looks actually pretty smooth and pretty flawless. And sometimes when I bake, especially with the airspun, I like the airspun, but if I put too much powder, my face does start to look a little bit cakey, and it does kind of emphasize my pores a little bit. But that's if I put a lot. If I put just the right amount, it looks flawless like this, like no problem. And I've been putting a lot of powder on, and it still looks pretty flawless. Doesn't look cakey. It's not emphasizing my pores or anything. But the real test is when I take it off my under eye. Right now, it doesn't feel tight. It doesn't feel heavy or anything under my eye, which is good. So I'm just going to wipe it off and see how it looks when I wipe it off. So I'm just using the same brush.
You guys see that powder?
Okay, so I don't know why on camera it looks like a white cast. But in person, it looks fine. I think after I do the rest of my makeup, that should go away. But I don't know why on camera it's looking a little bit white. But in my mirror, it looks the same as in the rest of my face. So, I don't know. But so far, my under eye looks pretty good. So does my nose. Sometimes when I bake my nose, it does emphasize the pores a little bit. But it looks pretty flawless right now. Doesn't look cakey or anything. So far so good. I do like it. I like the finish of it. Okay, so I did finish my eye makeup. I put on my lashes and all of that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my face makeup. So I'm gonna contour, highlight, blush, and all of that. So for contouring today, I'm gonna be using my Park Ave Princess Chisel Palette by Tarte. One of my favorite contouring palettes. And I'm gonna be using the shade Princess Cuts and Angle. Angel, sorry. Using my Morphe brush R14, so I dip into both of them, and then I just go ahead and contour. First, I like to pinch the brush just so I can get like a really precise contour, and then I just let it go and I just circular motions blend that out. And I do like to bring it down right here, like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. I do like to bring it all the way down like this because I have really big cheeks, so that really helps. And then let it loose like that. I usually contour my head, my forehead, but since I have a wig on, I don't really need to, so I'm just going to contour my jawline down here, and then I like to bring it down a little bit just to make sure that there's no harshness down there. Bring it down, and then I also contour my nose. So to contour my nose, I only use Princess Cut because it is lighter. And then I'm going to be using my angled Luxie brush. This is, yeah, their mini angled brush. And I'm just going to dip it in, tap it off, and contour my nose. I like to start from the top and going all the way down like this. And then while that's kind of baking, I go ahead and I do my blush. For blush today, I'm going to be using my Morphe 8C blush palette. This one right here. And I'm going to be dipping into Driven, which is one of the blushes I've been using a lot lately. This one. And I'm going to mix it with this one right here. This pink one. I like Driven because it's a peachy shimmery blush, and I love peachy shimmery blushes, but I mix it with Hot just to give it a little bit more of a pinky shade. When I feel like wearing a little pink, I mix it with that one, and it usually helps. So I'm just gonna dip it in. It is pigmented, so you want to go in not too hard with it. And I'm using my Morphe E4 brush. Okay. Now I can go ahead and wipe this off. I usually use the same brush I used to set my face. So I just go up and down like this. And I go in circular motions, and this usually helps to blend everything out, especially like the lines in the middle. They won't look so harsh. So that's what I do. For highlighter today, I'm using my BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlighting Palette. This one right here. And I'm going to be mixing the top two gold shades. These two right here. And I'm going to highlight my face. I did highlight my inner corner already, so I'm not going to do that. You'll see in the other video how I did that. So I'm going to go ahead and wet the brush. Actually, I'm going to be using one of my fan brushes. This is by Smashbox. This is their brush number 22. I'm just going to spread it a little bit. And I'm going to dip it into both of those shades. And then just highlight my face. Ooh, girl. That is popping. And then I'm going to be grabbing my beauty sponge and blending this out a little bit. Ooh. Do the same thing. And then my nose. And then, of course, my Cupid's bow. So we are highlighted today. I'm going to add more to my Cupid's bow. So this is gonna look right here. I love how this powder looks on my face right now. Like, it looks really flawless. I'm actually shocked that my under eye looks really flawless the way it looks right now. You guys can see, it doesn't emphasize my pores or anything, which I really, really like. And my face is still matte. I did record 2 other videos in between this one with the rest of my makeup. And I love the way it's looking so far. Even my forehead, it hasn't gone oily or anything. So as of right now, I do like it. And I'm gonna do check-ins so you guys can see how it looks. So I will be back with my check-ins. And okay guys, so I wasn't able to actually film my check-ins, but I did take some notes throughout the day, so I will tell you guys what I thought and what happened throughout the day. So I did have it on for a total of 9 hours. I couldn't put it on for 12 hours, but by the 3rd hour I was still pretty matte. My face still wasn't cakey or anything. My makeup still looked fresh. It wasn't seeping into my pores or anything like that. So far so good. And then when it came to the 6th hour, my forehead was getting a little bit oily, but that's about it. Like, the rest of my face was still pretty matte and it still wasn't cakey or anything. By the 8th hour, I was getting pretty oily everywhere else, but my makeup was still there. Like, it still looked pretty nice. It was just like really oily. And then by the 9th hour, I did see that it was starting to get cakey around my nose, but that usually is what happens with every powder that I use. It's just, I don't know why, but it just happens every time. But what I really was impressed about this is that the powder and the makeup under my eyes looked really, really nice by the 9th hour. Still, I was pretty shocked because by this time, my my under eye makeup is usually cakey and like gone by this time, so that was pretty impressive. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do recommend this to you guys, especially if you have oily skin. I don't recommend it if you guys have dry skin. You're not gonna like it, but if you have oily skin, I do recommend it. Like I said, I couldn't do the 12 hours, but by the 9th hour I was pretty oily, so I'm pretty sure it's not gonna last all 12 hours. But I do recommend it, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye guys.